Well, hello, boys and girls. It's Grandma Shell, or Auntie Shell, or whatever you want to call me. But I'm going to do story time. Today we're going to read I Can't Wait Until Christmas. It's kind of like a Sesame Street book. It's a little golden book publication by Lindy Lee Mayfair, and the illustrations were by Joe Ewers. I can't wait until Christmas. How long is it until Christmas, Granny? Big Bird asked. They had just finished a Thanksgiving dinner of kernel corn salad, birdseed roast with sesame seed gravy, and a pumpkin seed pie. Only 4 weeks, Granny told him. 4 whole weeks, Big Bird said. I can't wait. There's him getting all excited. Christmas will be here before you know it, said Granny. What do you want for Christmas? A new baseball bat, please, Big Bird said. What do you want? I would like a surprise, she said. I still remember the nicest Christmas surprise I ever had. One Christmas when I was a little chick, my grandpa made me a birdhouse. It had a pointed green shingled roof, red sides and little windows, and a round doorway, a birdseed box, and a perch in the front where the birds could rest or sing a song. Every time a bird perched on it, I thought of Grandpa. May I see it? Big Bird asked. I'm afraid not, she said sadly. It got broken a long time ago. Now Big Bird knew what he was going to give Granny for Christmas. Here they are doing the dishes and putting them away. That's a good thing to do. When Big Bird got back to Sesame Street, he asked Maria to help him make his surprise for Granny. It has to look just like this, he told her, showing her the picture that he had drawn. Big Bird and Maria cut out the pieces of wood and hammered them together. Isn't Big Bird nice? They glued the shingles on the roof, painted the sides, and drew little windows on them. Finally, they attached a birdseed box and nailed a perch onto the front. Do you think Granny will like it? Big Bird asked Maria. It's beautiful, Big Bird, Maria told him, and it's a wonderful present because you made it for her. I'll send it to her right away, Big Bird said. I can't wait for Granny to see it. You'll ruin the surprise, said Maria. Wrap it up and give it to her for Christmas. See, there's him showing Maria what he wants it to look like. There's the drawing he drew. And there's the finished product. It was perfect. Big Bird wrapped up the birdhouse in some sparkly Christmas paper, and then he called Granny on the phone. How long is it until Christmas, Granny? He asked her. 3 whole weeks, she said. 3 whole weeks, he said. I can't wait. Oh, I already have a surprise present for you, Grandma, he said. Do you want me to tell you what the surprise is? No, Granny said. I want it to be a surprise. Why don't you make your Christmas cards and go visit Santa Claus? Then it won't seem so long until Christmas. I almost forgot to show you that page. But then I remembered that you didn't see him wrap up the present or talking on the phone. Big Bird made cards for everyone on Sesame Street and delivered them to all of his friends. And then he and Snuffy went to Nichols' department store and waited in line to see Santa. Snuffy sat on Santa's lap. I want a skateboard for me and a baseball bat for my friend Big Bird, he said. Ho, 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 Santa laughed. That will have to be a very big skateboard because Snuffy's kind of big. And then it was Big Bird's turn. I want a baseball bat and a visit from Granny, he said. And please remember a skateboard for my friend Snuffy. Ho, 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 Santa said. There's Snuffy trying to sit on Santa's lap. How long is it until Christmas? Big Bird asked Granny on the phone. 2 whole weeks, she said. 2 whole weeks? I can't wait. I delivered all my cards. I've seen Santa and I've already got your present. Do you want me to tell you what it is? No, Granny said. I want it to be a surprise. Why don't you get a Christmas tree to decorate, and then it won't seem so long until Christmas? So Big Bird and his friends went to pick out a tree for Big Bird. Bert picked a tall, skinny tree. Ernie liked a short, fat one. Oscar wanted a scruffy tree with hardly any needles. And the Count spent so much time counting trees, he couldn't choose one at all. There they are, hunting for trees. You can see Oscar and Bert and the Count and Ernie, and there's Big Bird. Back at Big Bird's nest, everyone helped him decorate his tree. Oscar tied old shoes and hubcaps on his tree. Bert draped a shiny garland and paper clips. Ernie strung popcorn, and the Count added bat decorations. Big Bird made paper rings and a tinfoil star. Even Oscar agreed it was a wonderful Christmas tree, especially the part with the trash, he said. Oscar would like the trash, wouldn't he? He's so silly. See the hubcap? And then here's the paper chains and the popcorn. It's just such a fun tree. How long is it until Christmas? Big Bird asked Granny again. A whole week? I can't wait. I decorated my Christmas tree and I already have your surprise present. Do you want me to give you a teeny hint of what it is? No, Granny said. I want it to be a surprise. Why don't you make some Christmas cookies? Then the week won't seem so long. So Cookie Monster and Big Bird made Christmas cookies. Big Bird saved some cookies to eat with Granny. But Cookie Monster gobbled his right up. You've eaten all your cookies, Big Bird said. No problem, said Cookie Monster, and he patted his tummy and smiled. Me make more cookies every day until Christmas. Cookie Monster's so silly, right? He's going to get a tummy ache with all those cookies he eats. They're making cookies. How fun. Do you make cookies for Christmas? Finally, on the day before Christmas, Granny arrived, and Big Bird ran to meet her. How long is it until Christmas, Granny? Big Bird asked. Only one more day, she answered. One whole day? I can't wait, Big Bird said. Granny gave Big Bird a long, skinny present. Merry Christmas, she said. Is it a ski pole? A golf club? An umbrella? Big Bird was just guessing. You'll have to wait until tomorrow, Big Bird, said Granny. Then Big Bird gave Granny a wrapped birdhouse. Merry Christmas, he said. I wonder what it could be, she said. A pocketbook? A bread box? A new hat? Big Bird laughed. It would make a silly hat. Do you want a little hint? No, Granny said. She put her gift under the tree. I want it to be a surprise. Granny and Big Bird hung their stockings. They put out a plate of cookies and a glass of milk for Santa. Big Bird looked at Granny's present under the tree. Are you sure you don't want a teeny weeny hint? A little itty bitty hint? He asked Granny. You'll never be able to guess what it is. No, Granny told him. I want it to be a surprise. Go to sleep, Big Bird, and Christmas will be here in the morning. I can't wait, said Big Bird, and he yawned. I'll never be able to sleep. I won't even be able to close my eyes. So there they are. And he's talking to his grandma, and there's the bed, and they've got their wreaths hung, and their stockings are hung, and there's the tree. It's all ready for Christmas. Is your house ready for Christmas? I hope so, because it's just in a few days. The next thing Big Bird knew, it was morning, Christmas morning at last. The first thing he did was give Granny her present. What a wonderful surprise, Granny said happily. It's just like the one Grandpa Bird made me. She hugged Big Bird. And it's special because you made it for me, Big Bird. Every time Big Bird perches on it and sings me a song, every time a bird perches on it and sings me a song, I'll think of you. Big Bird tore the ribbons and wrapping off of Granny's gift that she gave him. A baseball bat! It's just what I wanted. Thank you, Granny. Big Bird took a couple of practice swings with his new bat. This has been the best Christmas ever. Next year, can we do it all over again, said Granny. No, next year we can do it all over again, said Granny. Next year? A whole year until Christmas, said Big Bird. I can't wait. I was just checking to see if there was anything else to say. There's Big Bird giving his gift to Grandma, and she was so happy she hugged him. And there's him swinging on his bat. The end. Here they are playing out in the snow, throwing snowballs, and Grandma's watching with her bird house, and they're just playing. And it's fun to do stuff like that at Christmas. Remember, this is I Just Can't Wait Until Christmas. Big Bird edition. Take care and have a great Christmas.